Okay. Yesterday I explained about a sense organ called ear, its structure and its function. Today I explain about another sense organ, important sense organ, that is nose. It is very important, like other organs, nose. It helps in this sense organ helps in sensing smell of food. Smell of food. By identifying the smell of the food, we can come to a conclusion that whether the food is a good one or spoiled, whether it is eatable one or spoiled. Okay, like that it helps in avoiding the spoiled food. Now, nose consists of specialized receptor cells called olfactory receptor cells. Olfactory receptor cells. Olfactory receptor cells. These are chemoreceptors. Chemoreceptors. Chemo means that can sense the chemicals. That can sense the chemicals. In previous class about that we explained when I explained about eye, photoreceptors, rods and cones are called as photoreceptors, means which can receive the light stimulus. And when it comes to the ear, auditory receptor, organ of cortices which are present in the inner ear, okay, in the cochlear part on the surface of basilar membrane, they are auditory receptors, organ of cortices. Here, olfactory receptor cells, they can sense the chemicals. That is why they can sense the chemicals. That is why they are called as chemoreceptors. Where these chemoreceptor cells are present and how they work. Means simple. Here we have nose. This is nose. The tip of the nose is made of cartilage, which is flexible. Cartilage and covered by skin. This tip is flexible, but when you go near the eyes, it is hard. It means it is made of bones. The nose has two openings called nostrils. Each nostril opens into one nasal cavity. This is one nasal cavity, this is another nasal cavity. Two nasal cavities are separated by a structure called nasal septum. This is nasal septum. This is called nasal septum. Don't laugh. Okay, this is called nasal septum. Okay. Now, if we see the side view, suppose this is nose. There are two nostrils, like this, two nostrils, and these are nasal cavities. These two are separated by two nasal cavities are separated by nasal septum. This is nasal septum. These nasal cavities, please listen to me carefully. Nasal cavities are lined by mucus secreting cells and olfactory olfactory receptors. Olfactory receptors. Nasal membranes are lined by mucus cells and olfactory receptors. Mucus cells secretes mucus. If you keep your finger in the nose, you feel some moisture. That moisture is because of the mucus secreting cells. Okay. This mucus consists of 80 to 90% water only. Water. Now the olfactory receptor cells which are present in on the surface of the nasal cavities, all of them are connected to a nerve called olfactory nerve. Olfactory nerve. This olfactory nerve connects to brain. Olfactory nerve connects to brain. Now, we can smell the substances or to smell the substances, food substances or any substance, the substance should be able to release volatile molecules. Volatility means, you know, in your chemistry, the substances which can vaporize at room temperature are called as volatile substances. Okay. When you smell something, how you are able to identify the smell means volatile food molecules enter into your nasal passages along with the air and they get dissolved in mucus. The dissolved food, simple to say, food is a chemical molecule. Food is made of chemical molecules. Rice, carbohydrates. Okay, dal, proteins, spices, some other acids and bases, aromatic substances. Food is nothing but made of chemicals. When you inhale the volatile food molecules, those food molecules get dissolved in mucus, and the dissolved chemicals are identified by the olfactory receptor cells which are present along with the mucus cells, and identify that chemical and send it to that information sent to the brain to the olfactory nerve. And brain analyzes whether it is the good smell or bad smell, and according to that we decide whether we have to eat that or whether we have to reject that. Okay, here one important thing is we are able to smell the substances which are soluble in water only, because when they are soluble in water, they are soluble in mucus. When they are soluble in, because mucus is made of 90% water, when they are soluble in mucus, then only the soluble food molecules, the dissolved soluble food molecules which are dissolved only can identify by the olfactory receptor cells. That means olfactory receptor cells, to identify the food molecules, they should dissolve in the water. That is why water soluble substances only we can smell. Like this, nose helps in identifying the smell of the substance. And some of the substances, when we cook the food at that time, more volatility of the food molecules. So that is why we are able to identify the smell very easily. Okay, some of the substances are very less volatile. When we keep them very close to our nose, then only we are able to identify the smell. Some of the substances which are not soluble in water cannot be identified by our nose. This is about nose and its function. Next, when you are suffering from cold, you are unable to identify the smell. Why? Because cold, when you are suffering from cold means you have sneevel in your nose. Sneevel, chimney. Sneevel. What is that sneevel? When you suffer from cold, when anything irritates the mucus, generally virus, ordinary coronavirus, cold virus is generally called as coronavirus. When it enters into your nose, nasal passages, it causes irritation to the mucus cells. Thereby, mucus is produced by produced in more quantity than the regular time. When it is produced in more quantity, it is called Snevel. When it produced in more quantity, the dissolved substances, food molecules cannot, because it's the mucus layer thickness increases. Okay, the mucus layer thickness increases. When the thickness increases during the cold time, automatically the dissolved food molecules cannot reach the olfactory receptor cells. That is why we are not able to identify the smell of the substance during the cold, when we are suffering from the cold. Please remember that. Okay, and it is also one of the protective mechanism. Production of Snevel is nothing but when we get Snevel more and more, we always sneeze the thing to outside. When you sneeze the thing, along with the Snevel, whatever the bacteria, whatever the virus which are causing trouble to that system, they move outside because they multiply in number. Okay, the multiplied population will be moved outside along with that sneeze. Okay, this is about the nose. It helps in sensing smell of food, equipped with specialized receptor cells called olfactory receptor cells, which are also called as chemoreceptor cells because they are able to identify the chemicals. Because all the food items are made of chemical molecules only. Nose, okay. Tip of the nose is made of flat place and flexible, covered by skin. It consists of two openings, nostrils, and each nostril opens into nasal passage. Two nasal passages are separated. Nasal passages are nasal cavities. They are separated by nasal septum. The nasal passages are lined by mucus secreting cells and olfactory receptors called chemoreceptors. Okay, and when you inhale the volatile food molecules along with the air, those food molecules get dissolved in the mucus, as it consists of 90% water, and when they dissolve in that mucus, olfactory receptor cells receive that dissolved chemicals and send that information to brain, to a specialized nerve called olfactory nerve, and brain analyzes that information and it decides that then we are able to identify whether the food item is good one or spoiled one. Like that, we are able to identify the smell. During cold, that means when we are suffering from the cold, we cannot identify the taste of the food substance because of excessive secretion of mucus. Okay, when mucus is secreted excessively, its thickness increases. Thereby, whatever the food molecules dissolve in that mucus cannot reach the olfactory receptor cells. Thereby, we are unable to identify the smell. And nose, common problems, general cold. Okay, and when you get a common problem, okay, with your nose or anything, we should not take self-medication. We should consult the proper physician, and we should undergo for medication with the help of the physician. Okay, this is about the nose. Okay, tomorrow I will explain about another sense organ, that is tongue. Okay, with this today I am closing my session because 11, 10, within 4 to 5 minutes the session will close. Okay, thank you. One minimum number 20. Please go through the textbook once. Okay, thank you.